Self-love is the best way to prioritize yourself to accomplish your goals. It's the best way to achieve your dreams. If you want to become the person who you strive to be every single day, you gotta have self-love. You gotta prioritize yourself. You gotta love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, who's gonna love you? Who's going to prioritize you? Nobody's gonna feel like you're valuable enough to prioritize if you're not doing it for yourself. Who's gonna love you as much as you love yourself? If people see that you don't even take care of yourself, you don't love yourself, you don't put yourself first, who's gonna do that for you? Who's going to do that for you? You gotta ask yourself, man, why are these people treating me this way? Why are everybody overlooking me? It's because the way you treat yourself reflects into this physical realm. The way you feel inside shows on the outside. And people can feel that, people can sense that, they know, trust me, people know. It shows off in your aura, it shows off in your presence, it shows off in your energy. And once people recognize that, and once people see that you're not really prioritizing yourself, you're not really taking care of yourself, they're not gonna want much to do with you. And if they do, they're not gonna respect you. They're just gonna treat you like nobody. You know, lately I've been putting myself first a lot in my life, and my life has really been changing for the better. You know, I used to have all of these people around me, all of these people in my circle, people who I thought that I could trust, people who I thought meant the world to me and wanted the best for me. Whole time they was around for beneficial purposes. And you know, I tend to evaluate my life pretty often. I try to see who's in my life that's either helping me or taking away. Because they're either helping you or hurting you. So you gotta ask yourself, what are they doing? Are they bringing any type of value to my life? Are they helping me accomplish my goals in any shape or form? Are they trying to grow? Are they trying to work? Or do they just want something from me? Do they just got their hands out? And see, when you love yourself, you won't allow anybody to treat you that way. You won't allow anybody to feel comfortable enough to want to misuse you and mistreat you and treat you like you're nobody, to put you last. Because when you don't love yourself, who's gonna love you? You see, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make as a man is putting ungrateful people, unappreciative people first. You can't prioritize a woman who don't love you. You can't prioritize a friend who uses you, misleads you, who hates on you, who doesn't want the best for you, who's in secret competition with you. All of these things are going to do nothing but hurt you, set you back, and cause destruction and chaos in your life, and misfortune and bad luck, and all of these things that's only going to hurt you. And you know, it's easy to miss it, right? You know, it feels good in that moment. They might even tell you everything that you want to hear, and it might sound good. But people have a good way of playing this manipulation game. People have a good way of just getting inside your head, like telling you what you want to hear to try to get you to do what they want you to do. You got to be able to recognize those things, and some ways to recognize those types of things is pay attention to the patterns. If you only hear from somebody when they need something, when they want you to do something for them, anything like that, any type of favors, every time they ask you, how are you, and then if it comes with a favor right after, that's not genuine. They're not genuinely checking in on you. They're always asking you for something you haven't heard from them, and they're asking you for something. They only hit you up for beneficial purposes. That's it. And I hate to say that, but that's just one way to find out if somebody's really for you or not genuinely. You got some people who string you along, and you got some people who are with you because of who you are. Like you might have a certain skill set, or you might have it's something that they can benefit from off of you just by keeping you around. Or it might be some type of value that you can bring, right? And they're not bringing any value into your life, but yet they want you around. And all of these things, right, are not contributing to your success, to your well-being. It's costing you your time. It's costing you resources. It's causing you your energy, right? All of these things are doing nothing for you. But yet, we fall for it every single time. Every single time you fall for it. And you got to ask yourself, man, how long is this going to keep happening to me? How long is this going to affect my life? And eventually we all wake up one day and we just say, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So I told you guys, I had a lot of people like that in my life. In my life, I had people who tried to use me, abuse, hit me up only when they need a favor or a ride or some type of advice. And that's the only time I heard from them. Never wanted to hang out, never really wanted to be seen in public. Never really just asked how my day was. Like, never really just had a genuine good time without me having to get them something. Or like without them asking for something or needing me to do something for them. So I slowly, one by one, cut them all off, one by one, slowly. I started answering the phones less. I started texting back less. If they asked me to hang out, I'd say no. I spent more time alone. And as I spent more time alone, that's when I started to realize, you know what? These people are not for me. They're not for me. They're just around for beneficial purposes. How is that going to help me elevate if I'm trying to be here, but they're leaving me here, right? And every time I come up, they pull me right back down. How am I going to grow? How am I going to accomplish my goals? Next thing 6 months go by, 1 year go by, 2, 3, 4, 5 years go by. And what have you shown in those months and years time frame of any type of signs of success or accomplishment? See, at that point, you got to do some reevaluation. Who is in my life that's not helping me reach my goals? What is it that's holding me back from my goals? You gotta ask yourself that, because something is causing you to not reach your goals. If you set goals for yourself and you couldn't accomplish those goals, something is keeping you from reaching those goals, you gotta ask yourself, what is it that's holding me back? 9 times out of 10, it's probably that friend that's not doing nothing to help you. It's probably that female that's draining you from your resources, that's using you for everything you got. It could be yourself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta prioritize yourself, the diet. See, your diet and your fitness, all of these things contribute towards your health. If you're not healthy, if you're not keeping yourself healthy, you're not practicing self-care. And if you're not practicing self-care, you're not practicing self-love. Because if you love yourself, then you will take care of yourself. If you got a son or a daughter that you love to death, wouldn't you do whatever to make sure that they good, to take care of themselves? If you got a pet dog and you love that dog, and you know you gotta take that dog to the vet, bathe the dog, feed the dog, groom the dog, spend time with the dog so the dog don't feel lonely. You gotta do all of these things. You gotta maintenance. To look after something that you love, that's your way of taking care of it, making sure that it's good. You can stick around for a while because you love it, right? That's how you should feel about yourself. You can't neglect yourself. And it's different aspects to ourselves. We got to self-care physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, every single way. You have to practice self-care. Self-care. Now, self-love is going to be your most powerful asset, because if you love yourself, you will create the life that you want for yourself. But you got to get rid of those distractions. You got to get rid of anything that's not helping you to reach those goals. And if you can't do that, comment down below, DM me on Instagram, Chosen1K, and we can set up a call and we can go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like the video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know, and I will see you guys on the next one.